Hi everyone, this video is going to go over the basics of using Google Sheets as it relates to the RFN spreadsheet. So if you're new to Google Sheets, or you've only ever used Excel, this video may be helpful for you. If you're looking for instructions on how to install and authorize your spreadsheet or how to install and use the add-on, there are separate videos for those. This is just for Google Sheets in general. So the first thing I get a lot of questions about is that new users have lost their spreadsheet. So they made a copy of their spreadsheet, they started editing it, made a recipe, closed out the tab, and now they can't find it again. So when that happens, you can usually find your spreadsheet in your Google Drive. To get there, you go to drive.google.com and you'll end up on the home page, and usually you'll find your spreadsheet in the quick access bar because it's the last thing you've opened. If not, you can find it in your Recents tab usually. And if that doesn't work, you can check your Google Sheets. So that's docs.google.com/spreadsheets, and you should be able to see all the Google Sheets that you've opened lately. If you are really familiar with Google Sheets or Google Drive, but you don't know where you've saved it to, you can find it in somewhere like Recents or Google Sheets, and then relocate the file from while it's open. So you go to File, Move, and then you can move it around and tell it, where you want to relocate it. So the second question I get is if people want a fresh copy of the spreadsheet. Let's say you've messed it up so badly that you just want a fresh start, or you don't know if you're up to date on everything, so you just want to start afresh. That's totally fine. You always have access. So in order to do that, you go to your Google Groups. So that's groups.google.com, and this is what the homepage looks like. And you go to My Groups at the side here, and you'll be able to see that you're in two different RFN spreadsheet groups. So the first one is called RFN Formulation Spreadsheet. That's where you go to look at the news and updates about any version and type of formulation spreadsheet. The next one is your Access group, and that's where you're going to get the links to the originals. So if you go here, you'll see the two original topics. Click on those and you can look at the original view-only copy of the spreadsheets and make a new copy at any time. So the next question I get, especially from Excel users, is that they don't know how to save their Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is cloud-based, which is great because all changes are saved automatically and you don't have to worry about losing any progress when you exit out without saving. So if I change something here, like I just type in a bunch of gibberish, you can see up here it says saving, and now everything is saved in my drive, ready to go. If you're editing offline, then any changes that you'll make will be uploaded once you go back online. So again, as long as you wait just a couple of seconds after you make any changes to close out your tab, most of your changes should be saved to your drive, and you don't have to manually save anything. All right, so now I'm going to talk about a couple of things that's inside the spreadsheet directly. So the first thing is where to edit and where not to edit. So a lot of your areas in your spreadsheet have already come protected, meaning that you do have to kind of go through a pop-up window that says, are you sure you want to edit, in order to say, yes, I do want to edit. And that's because a lot of these areas just shouldn't be changed. They do have a lot of formulas in them. So any area that can be edited will be this light yellow orange color. So down here there's a little blurb about it. So if you go to your recipe builder, you can see right here in the ingredient section everything is yellow. So you can type in beef, get some ground beef, enter the quantity. All that's good because those were yellow areas. Over here though, you can see it's white and there is a formula in here. If you try to enter something, it will give you a little pop-up window that says, are you sure you want to edit this? So a lot of these areas are protected because there are formulas that would be affected if you edited it and the spreadsheet wouldn't really work properly. So you can see there's just a few yellow areas in the spreadsheet. These checkboxes are one of them, names, recipe days, all that stuff. Everything else that's a different color or white, you should not edit. And you can see there are several areas in the spreadsheet where everything is yellow because you can edit it. So this is a Save Profile section where you can edit anything. If you go to the food database, you can edit any of these values. So if you want to say like some custom value of beef is 1,000 milligrams of calcium, you can change that and you won't get that prompt. So just watch out for these yellow areas, and that's where you can edit. So the last question that I get really frequently is that they pasted something onto the spreadsheet and everything came up as error values. So this happens with these purple columns. One of them is in the create a pet profile area. So part of the instructions say, you copy this and then you paste it into the save profiles. So I highlighted it. I'm going to, cancel. I'm going to copy it, go to my save profiles, and then paste. And then you get a bunch of these error messages. It's saying that, the reference does not exist or something like that. And that's because you didn't paste values only. So you have to go to paste special, values only, and then everything would paste in. There's a couple areas like that. So one is in the pet profile area. The other is in the save recipe as ingredient. And then the last one is in your import tool. So if you want to use recipes saved in the food database from previous versions, you can use this convert recipes tool. And there's a purple area here, and then once this gets populated, that goes purple. Those areas do have to be pasted values only, otherwise they will not work. All right, so that's kind of it for all the questions, the frequent questions that I get about the use of Google Sheets in general. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help. You can find me in the Facebook group, Raw Fed and Nerdy, or by email at jenny@sitstaybeyond.com.